of It's That Frog by Brian Tracy. All right, and today we're going to be looking at the ABCDE method. You should use this method continually. So this is chapter 6 of Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. This book is so powerful, teaching us how to overcome procrastination and teaching us a whole lot of lessons about time management. So what does the ABCDE method? What does it say? The first law of success is concentration, to bend all the energies to one point and to go directly to that point. Looking neither to the right nor to the left, right? Full concentration, full focus. You can't be looking here and there, be distracted, not knowing what to do per time. If you really want to succeed, learn to be so focused. And the more thoughts you invest in planning and setting priorities before you begin, the more important things you will do, and the faster you will get them done once you get started. So now, what is the ABCD method? It is a powerful priority setting technique that you can use every single day. This technique is so simple, yet very, very effective. It can by itself make you one of the most efficient and effective people in your field. So this is how it works. You think on paper. You write down a list of everything that you want to do, everything that you want to achieve, right? As simple as this technique is, it is very, very effective. In fact, the power of this technique or this method lies in its simplicity. We all know ABC. Sometimes we refer to some things as, oh, it's so simple as ABC. That work is simple as ABC. That means ABC is very, very simple. Yet, if somebody asks you to recite the ABC and you don't know it, they'll probably look at you like a dunce, right? So don't be carried away by its simplicity, because oftentimes, once something is very, very simple, we tend to overlook its effectiveness, right? So think on paper, write a list of everything you have to do for the coming day, like everything you do tomorrow, write it down. So in front of each item, let's assume that you have 5 items on your list. You now put A, B, C, D, and E in front of each one of them. So anyone that takes A, it means that that task is very, very, very important. If you do that task, the reward that you're going to get can change your life forever, can be a big changer for you. And if you fail to do that task, the consequences will be so, so terrible, right? It is a must-do task. You cannot delegate it. You cannot, shelve it. You cannot procrastinate it. You have to do it, like visiting a customer or writing your project, things like that. It is a priority task. And if you now have more than one A task, that means you now group them into A1, A2, A3, A4, depending on how many they are. So your A task is your biggest and ugliest frog. You must sit down and eat it. You must finish it before you go to a B task, right? And before you go to A2, you must finish A1. That means A1 is, it's a no-brainer. It is non-negotiable. It is very, very important. It can determine the course of your life, right? Then we'll go to the next one. And we can group these ones into shoulds versus musts. So the next one is the B task. The one that you have written B in front of is the task that you should do. But if you don't do it, the consequences are mild. They are not as serious as the consequences you would get if you fail to do your A task, right? So these B tasks are the tadpoles. The tadpoles is not the biggest and the ugliest frog. They are just the tadpoles of your life. Somebody can be unhappy or inconvenienced if you refuse to do your B task. But of course, the consequences are not as serious as the A task. The rule is that you should never do a B task when an A task is undone. If you jump that rule, it means that you are misplacing your priorities, right? You should never be distracted by a tadpole when a big frog is sitting there waiting to be eaten, and you are leaving the big frog, you are eating the small tadpoles. Now let's move to the C task. This is defined as something that would be nice to do. To really be nice to call that friend. To be nice to visit your cousin. It would actually be nice, to go to your pastor's house and help out. It would be nice to do, but they have no consequences at all if you refuse to do them. They are nice to do if you have time on your hand, and it's not going to affect anything. You can actually do them, but if you don't do them, nothing happens, right? So these are your C tasks. Your D task is defined as something you can delegate to somebody else. You shouldn't be doing it. Let somebody else do it. Maybe your junior colleague or somebody that you pay off to do it, so that you can free up time for you to concentrate on the more important tasks, like your A tasks or your B tasks, right? Then your E task is defined as something you can eliminate altogether. Probably you were doing it before, but now you realize that it's not so relevant anymore. It's not even getting you anywhere. But just because it has become a habit to you, you are still doing it. But in the actual sense, whether you do it or not, it doesn't make any meaning to your life, right? So you should just allow it go. You are just doing it because you enjoy it, or because you have formed a habit of doing it. I don't know. What could that thing be for you? Right? What's that thing for you that, you just do? It's not like it makes any meaning, no consequences, nothing. It's not even getting you anywhere. But every minute that you spend on an e-task is taken away from a task or activity that can make a real difference in your life, right? So after you have applied the ABCDE method to your list, you will be completely organized and ready to get more important things done faster. It will really help you to track your life, to track your progress, to be in control, to be in charge, and to know the important things you should be doing per time, so that the month does not end and you are still like, I've not done this thing. No, learn to eat your biggest and ugliest frog first thing in the morning. First thing first. If that frog is not gulped down, you are not eating any tadpole anywhere. No, the tadpoles are not going to make any difference. So take action immediately. The key to making this ABCD method work for you is to discipline yourself. Like I always say, you will not always feel like it. That big frog will be staring you in the face. You two will be looking at it like this. Don't be timid. Be courageous. Pick it up and swallow it. The earlier, the better. So discipline yourself. Start immediately, and don't be distracted. Put all your eggs in one basket. Focus all your energy, your time, your resources on it until it is complete. You will see the endorphin rush in your system. You'll be excited. You will feel fulfilled. You will be very, very happy. You will even dance like, thank God. You feel a big relief, right? So stop running away from that challenge. Think through it. What is your A1 task? Face it headlong. If you can do that, your accomplishments, your self-esteem, your personal pride, and every good feeling that you can have will be yours, all right? So 2 activities for you before we go. Review your work list right now. Immediately we say bye-bye. Go and review your work list. This is part of discipline. I'm not saying it for just saying it's sake. Take like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do it. It will be a game changer. Sometimes you are confused. You don't even know what to do, right? If you plan out your life, if you plan out your activities and everything, it's easier. It's easier. Just start trying all of these things. Start trying them little by little. Encourage yourself. Discipline yourself. All these things that we're even learning, let me even start trying. All the activities I'm going to do tomorrow. Pick your journal, pick a pen, and put them down. Even if it is 3 items. I'll wake up in the morning, go to work. At work, I need to reply Mr. Jones. I need to follow up on my client. I need to what? At break time, I'll quickly put a call through to so, right? Or my book, the book I'm working on, I'll make sure I write at least 2 pages tomorrow, something like that. Write it down. So write it down and put in front of each one A, B, C, D, E. If you don't have up to E, it's fine, or D. Maybe you have only A, B, C. It's still fine. But make sure you do it. Then discipline yourself to do nothing else until the job is complete. Number 2, practice this ABCDE method every day for the next 1 month. on every work or project list before you begin work. After a month, you would have developed the habit of setting and working on your highest priority tasks, and your future will be assured. This is actually true. People who are successful, who are so disciplined, high performers, these are some of the things that they do, and it has now become a habit for them. So you too should start practicing this thing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for joining me on the review today. Please don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me in the comment section below, and please subscribe to this channel in case you're yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady, and on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. We'll come together again tomorrow by God's grace as we review chapter 7, which is titled Focus on Key Results Areas. Until then, be intentional. Bye-bye. Thank you.